Hi, it's RC Cars Roll 1000, and this is a video on the Slash 4x4 modular simplicity. So remember, I only took off 9 screws to do this. Okay, that's all you have to remember. And what it is actually just it breaks into parts to make it easier to clean, repair, upgrade, whatever. So first, what you do in the back. So here, actually, I start with the front. So in the front, came loose. All I did was it took off. Here, let me show you. To do that, there's a screw here, there, and 2 here, and those 4, and one on the steering link. Do not do the one that's directly connected to the servo. Do not take off that screw because it'll mess up your trim. So if you take this off, you back on, and won't have a problem. So now I have the front completely off, and for the back, you take off a screw here, the drive shaft slides out. If you take off either half, hold on, fell off, and this fell. This too. This is actually not supposed to fall off like that, but here when you take the back off, and then there's 2 screws on the bottom, and then so you want to slide them apart and wiggling it. Here it's kind of a little bit harder than the front, so here I have to do it off camera. So I got the back off. It's a slipper clutch, and yeah. So the chassis here. That's the floating chassis. Well, a floating chassis. It's not a roll. Well, it just has no front or rear. So as you can see, put that off to the side. This is actually supposed to not stay in here, but this is gonna be. If you take off the back, this is the part you're gonna see. This part goes here and connects to the drive shaft. Here I have a 1.5mm. That's weird. This actually uses a 2mm hex grub screw. So front's trying to get up here. He wants to get up. He can't now. But so that actually is tight on now. And so when you put it on the drive shaft, see that it's grooved on each side. So it will not, no wiggle. Not at all. And then same on the front. It doesn't not matter which way you put the drive shaft actually. But yeah. See, it's now, whoop, doorbell. Here, I'm trying to get this in. See, look, got it. No chassis, so that all works. Kind of shows you a little bit. But it's actually, I was a little overwhelmed at first when I took the back off because the slipper clutch and spur gear came off. And this part, little thing came off, and I was like, oh no, it fell on the floor. And it fell over the floor and again when I was making the video. But see, it's actually pretty easy. This is just explaining you. So the slipper clutch, you adjust it by actually taking the scrub screw off and loosening the nut or tightening. So it's a little harder than the Traxxas Slash, Rustler, Bandit, Stampede, 2-wheel drive, and the Monster Jam trucks. It's harder, but it's still actually pretty easy. That's what they were going for. And then to reassemble it, it's actually pretty easy, so I'm going to show you how. So first, I'll start off with the back. So what you want to do, well no, the front is actually easier. So what you want to do is put in all the 5 screws on the front. So hi, I'm back. Front's on. Put those 4 screws in. I didn't put this one on yet. I'm not going to put it on till the video's over, but as you can see, it's just there to there. This is quick and easy. So That's what you want to do there. But and also, so now the front's on, and I'm gonna show you that was really easy. But the back can be tricky when you're putting in all of the innards. So what you're gonna do here, you can see. So flip it upside down, and then see what you want to do. Put in your jack shaft. Should come down here, and you got to place it onto this. You can hear it spinning, and it's grinding because nothing's holding it from hitting the chassis. So that's normal if it's grinding. And so now we're gonna put in the slipper clutch. So we're gonna have this part going in first. Just place it in there, and you don't want to wiggle it around until you get your bearing. You get it on, and you get the bearing on, and it aligns with the pinion, which it is now. So that's pretty much all you have to do. And then last step, it's actually pretty hard, this step, but then sorry, I was about to sneeze. You're gonna want to put this and then start like moving the front wheels, because it'll move this slipper clutch, and then it's filed off on one side. See, as you can see, like on two sides, how it's flat. Oh God, you can't see. There, you can kind of see. So it has to fit in to the differential housing. See diff in there. So what we're gonna do, put it on, and then so it's move our front wheel so it spins, so it'll line in place, and then you hear it click, and then you got it. That's all you have to do. All you have to do is then screw in 4 screws, and then the 5 screws, the one in the front too, and then you're good to go. It's actually quite simple, and I didn't even have to use instructions. I just guessed on where to take the screws, and all the screws are actually the same size. All the ones you'll take off, other than the servo horn one. The servo horn one, because that's the servo horn. There's only one of those. But the 8 other ones that go into the chassis, those are all the same. And so that's just explaining the modular simplicity of the Traxxas 4x4. Bye-bye.